And I will answer thee. He not only joins us to prayer, but he encourages us in our prayer. He says, I will answer thee. Now, let's think about that for a moment. I will answer thee. Many times you and I will say to someone else, I will be there. I will do this and so. You can count on me. We may want to do it. We may mean to do it. We may attempt to do it. We may try to do it, but we can't. But let me tell you something. The God who says I will is the God who can follow that by saying I always can. And you see, sometimes we'd like to and can't. Sometimes we desire to, but we just can't do it. God says I will hear and answer your prayer. Which brings me to an interesting question. How does God answer prayer? Sometimes he answers yes. In fact, the real problem we have is this. That's the only answer most of us will ever agree to. If God says yes, then he's answered my prayer. If God says no, we say, he didn't answer my prayer. Now, let me show you how inconsistent we are. If a little boy goes to his mother and he says at 15 minutes before supper at night, Mom, I saw a candy bar and I'd like to have it. She says, son, the answer is no. So he goes to his sister and he says, well, I asked Mom if I could have a candy bar. What did she say? She didn't say anything.
Are you ready?
Wait, can you?
And that's what we say. When God says no, we say, he didn't answer my prayer. The little boy knows when his father said or his mother said no,
so what's your
he
name?
meant no.
Lindsay?
When God answers our prayer, he either says yes, no, or what?
All right, what's your record?
Wait. One of those three, they're all three answers. Listen,
Thank you.
some of his answers are no,
What's your record?
never. That's it.
10-0? You're undefeated?
What do?
Oh,
We just sort of
you might
curl
as
up and
well
we say, oh God, what's the matter?
Right, so
and we
anyway,
look around, we think we've got to
ready
have sin. We can't be walking in
All
the
right,
Spirit.
4
We
minutes.
blame
Let's go.
all of these things.
Close
But listen,
down, okay?
doesn't God have the legitimate right to say no?
Straight punches. Straight
We
punches.
won't even give him the privilege of saying no. What do? We say, Lord, if the answer is not yes,
That jab, Lindsay.
then there's something wrong. God's answer can be no
Watch your right
and be
hand. That thing's
absolutely
like a
and
cannon.
totally
Be careful.
from God. You see, we don't want to wait. We
No
don't want to
faith,
hear
no
any
faith.
no's and we don't hear any waits. The only thing we want to hear is yes, 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 yes from heaven.
Not too much
And
jump,
we want
okay?
him to
Step in
say
with the
yes
jab
when
and
deep down inside
no
we even
craziness,
have a
okay?
sneaking suspicion it's not right.
Keep your hands up.
People say, well, I want to stand
Don't
on
be
the word
scared
of
to
God.
punch her. Go.
So they asked the Lord about answer to prayer, and he says no. They said, I'm going to get in the Word and find me an answer.
That's your chance right there.
What they're really saying is, I didn't like God's first answer, and I'm going to show him why he's got to answer my prayer. So I'm going to get me a scripture, and I'm just going to stand on the Word and claim the Word. Listen, when God says no, you can't give him his word back and misinterpret to him, and you think you're going to fool God? You can't fool God with his own word. He says no, the answer is no.
Right now,
he says
Lindsay's
wait,
winning
the
by a
answer
lot
is
of
wait
points.
because God is more interested in your future. He's more interested in your peace.
You gotta bounce. Get
He's
back in
more
here.
interested in your
You got
faith.
2 minutes left.
He's
Come
more
on.
interested in
You got
growing
2
you
minutes
up.
left.
He's
Get
more
back.
interested in your
Get back
character.
at it,
He's more
okay?
interested in your obedience than he is
tummy.
pleasing you
Get that
for the
tummy.
moment. You may get an instant answer, but it may not be the answer you want. But you remember this.
Go.
Whenever God
What are you
says
waiting
no,
for?
he's loving you. Whenever God says
Get his
wait,
six-pack, I'm
he's
sorry.
loving you. It's always the motivation of
Come on,
love.
go.
The third thing I want you to see here, notice what he says.
You gonna let the clock run out
and
and
joins
lose?
us to pray to him in all kinds of difficulty. I will answer thee is his encouragement to us in prayer. That he's
Minute and a half, let's
personally
go.
interested
Work.
in whatever concerns us. Then he says, I will answer thee and show
1
thee
minute left.
great
Let's go,
and
let's go.
mighty things which thou knowest not. Now I want you to see the difference between these two words because
It's boxing basics. Come on.
and I will answer
Step
thee.
in, get out. Step in, get
He
out.
not only
Tiger,
joins us
get
to
out.
prayer, but he encourages us in our prayer. He
We got
says,
blood.
I will answer thee. Now, let's think
You
about
good.
that
Come
for a
on.
moment. I will answer thee. Many times you and I will
shit.
say to someone else, I will
I'm
be
more worried
there.
about what's
I
happening.
will do this and
The
so.
fight is over there,
You
and I'm
can count
recording over
on
there.
me. We
Good
may
job.
want to do it. We may mean to do it. We may attempt to do it. We may try to do it, but we can't. But let me tell you something.
Good morning,
The
Princess
God
Mia.
who says I will is the God
Just say good morning
who
and
can follow
continue.
that by saying I always can. And you see,
Why does everybody think
sometimes
I'm a
we'd
clown?
like to and can't. Sometimes we desire
I'm not
to,
a
but we
clown.
just can't do it.
I'm far
God
away.
says, I will hear and answer your prayer.